If you think the prescribe versus subscribe is funny, wait till I tell you you need to go to the pharmacy and pick something up. Your subscription is ready. Good morning. Welcome to Pivot Shift Ahead. It is 7:59. We are in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina today. I want to know, have you ever noticed this? The moment you cross the state line, North Carolina to South Carolina, it goes from oak trees to palm trees. It's like God knew where the state line was and said, we're going to go from oak trees to palm trees right here at the state line. That's how it works. But we are in uh, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina today. We're doing a Rise session, which is going to be totally great. Then tomorrow in Charlotte for a shift workshop. Yesterday was Raleigh for a shift workshop. It's been so great to bounce around the Carolinas. And I appreciate you for being here. We're having a great series of shift calls or pivot shift ahead calls right now. And today I want to put a bow on the conversation we've had over the last 3 days, which is this idea that your production does not define you. And we said this comes because this time of year, mid-November going into December, we often have some anxiety about, what happened in our business. It was so great, we're anxious. It wasn't so great, we're anxious. What's the point of that? Why do we want to go into the new year feeling anxious either way? Well, the only way you would is because you're defining your success based on your productivity. You're lacking a process somewhere, a process that is grounded in something that you just know faithfully will work, or in a process that you're willing to adjust to get better results. And we just need to put a bow on this. Then tomorrow and Friday is all about process, because I do get messages from people that say, James, you tell us to focus on the process, and consistency over intensity, and da 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 da. But what exactly is my process? I don't actually know what it's supposed to be. I'm a wake up, wonder, and wander person. I call that the 3 W's of real estate business: wake up, wonder, and wander. And so we'll lay it out for you. Kind of, how do you determine your process? What do you want to track? How do you look at it? We'll do that Thursday and Friday. But today, a bow on you are not your productivity. But first, couple of tell me something goods. Ula, you want to go first? Good morning.
Good morning. Quickly, I had yesterday my second year collecting blessing baskets. Last year we had 12. Yesterday, 39 baskets. So thank you so much for the idea.
Thank Ellie McIntyre for teaching it to us, and to this community for running the play. That's the point of what we do in here. This is a sharing, caring, supportive environment that rallies around one another and supports its community. And so, Ulip, cheers to you. Ellie, I know that's got to make you happy. Ronnie DiCarlo, good morning, buddy.
Good morning, James. Thank you. I have a laundry list, but I'll be quick. So, Elevate ticket, bought, paid for. I'm going to Elevate London. Let's see, what else here? Royal Garden Hotel, deluxe room, booked. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, Virgin Airways, round trip, MCO to Heathrow through Delta to Virgin Atlantic, booked. ETV, electronic transfer visa attached to my passport, done. All courtesy of Legacy member Donna Gilbert for the assist.
I love
Thank
it.
you so much.
Ronnie, you have been through so much in the last little while, and it was great to see you in person at Advance, to be able to get out of the house and come hang out in your community. We had an Elevate ticket come available. You were on the wait list. You have a chance to do that. I'm proud of you, buddy. This community has got your back, and we love you, and I'm so glad you're going to be there. So thank you, friend. This is going to be good. Elevate in London, let me just tell you, is going to be a really cool event. So if you're not on the wait list for that, you can get on it. Elevate2026.com is where you can go. If I didn't call you for something good, please put it in the chat so that we can honor you, but we got to get after it this morning. The last few days have all been about, understanding you and releasing the anxiety that you unnecessarily put on yourself. Now, I know you can go into some places that's constant push and hustle, and you got to do an ice bath and a cold shower and a 75 hard and all of these things in the first 12 minutes of your day, and you have to get up at 3 a.m. And if you don't, you're a total loser and failure. I believe the opposite of all that. I believe that we are whole people, that real estate is not the priority in our business. It does fund our life, but it's not the priority of our life. That we have multiple relationships in different ways, that things that are important to us. Some days are going to be great. Some days are going to be not so great. But we live in an environment, the industry we're in puts such a focus on production. We give out different level awards for it. We put people's faces on the wall when they cap. We put out a list of people who finish in the top 20 every month. We celebrate volume. We celebrate units. We celebrate GCI, gross commission income. But none of those things really have any meaning. They don't. My question is, are you happy? Are you pleased with your results? And some of you are, and some of you aren't. And either way, it is what it is. If you are, then let's figure out what worked and keep doing that. If you aren't, let's figure out what worked and keep doing that, figure out what didn't work and make the adjustment to it. But I do not want you going into the new year stressed out. There's no reason to go in the new year all stressed out about your production, because it is what it is. And if you can lay the foundation of the right process, then the results will come, and we can remove this anxiety, we can remove this stress. We are whole people designed to live full lives, not just productive ones. We don't have to be selling something all the time, constantly lead generating. Even I used to teach, you got to sit down and lead generate 3 hours a day. That's BS. Total BS. I just want you to figure out what it is you need to do to reach your goal, and then go do that. You'll be good. We just got to be whole people that remove this unnecessary anxiety and stress. There's already enough issues. We don't need to stress out about our productivity. And instead live full lives. And there were a bunch of you that had hands up over the last 2 days that I didn't get to. And so I want to give you that opportunity to share. And then tomorrow we'll get back to our process. We'll get back to, here are the steps. These are the things that you got to do in order to get the result you want. But today I want to allow you to finish the conversation around that unnecessary stress and anxiety that you might be experiencing. So Aaron Nelson, you had your hand up both days. I didn't get to you either day. So I'm glad you're first one up today. Good morning.
Good morning. So I kind of fit into both Monday and Tuesday because I I had the big deal, right? And so then that kind of just put like a false thing in my head and set my year off. But then in reality, when I go back and look at my numbers, I didn't hit my goals this year. I didn't hit my unit goals. I didn't hit my GCI goals. And so one of the reflections I had through the last couple of weeks, through advance and everything, was I also got back from advance and fired my assistant. I realized that she was only half doing her job. And it kind of clicked to me that, you know what, this year I've only really just kind of half-assed done my job. I've done just enough to get by. And I decided this weekend, I don't have my kids, I'm going to go through the 30-point system and combine that with Emily and Aaron's like 9 to 12 schedule. And I'm going to redo my lid, and it's not going to be a lid of like, let's be excited, let's put 100,000 towards investment properties, whatever. Like, it's going to be a realistic lid with a single, not stay-at-home mom, but like today I'm at home with a sick kid, but like part-time stay-at-home mom, full-time realtor. Like, I'm going to redo and do a realistic lid and reset my goals and put a plan together, take the last couple weeks off of December, enjoy my family, and start fresh and not willy-nilly and half do my job anymore.
I love you for that. I love the clarity you got around it. I love that you're using the lid. That's Gene Rivers' system that we teach in here that helps you kind of figure out financially what you want to have happen. I love that you figured out that, all right, I was aggressive in some of the things I thought I wanted to do in 2025, that as 2025 progressed, you realize we're not that important to you. Like, that's fine too. John taught us that at Advance, that we know the least about our goals the day we set them. And we know a lot more as the year progresses, and it's okay to go in and change them. You're using your training that you got in 2025 around your goals to set your 2026 ones. Love that. And then you recognize that you got to have the right leverage around you. I mean, there's so much important stuff in there. A couple of tools to help everybody. Today at 2 o'clock Eastern, we're doing our Wednesday webinar on leverage and the 5 mistakes that we make. So that link is in the chat, jamesdshaw.com/Wednesday webinar. Link is in the chat right now. Number 2, Inspire members and those of you who went to Advance. You have access to the lid calculator that we created. It's time for the calculator. You have time for the lid calculator that we created in the Advance Google Drive or in the Inspire portal, and you can go in and play with that. But take the lessons from this year with you, and you might go, you know what, yeah, I was a bit aggressive in what I wanted to accomplish last year, and then based on, for whatever reason, I didn't get there, let me readjust. Oh, and by the way, you can do the lid calculator anytime you want. Great stuff. Thank you. Telly, good morning, buddy.
Good morning, James. Thank you for calling on me. So Uh, yes, a good friend of mine said to me on Friday, huge shout out to Better Call Paul. You don't always have to grow in just your business. And a couple of people have said that because I put that pressure on me. And I look back and I say that I grew. I grew a lot in terms of my body, my spirit, my mindset, my dynamic as both as a father, a member of society, involvement in my community, my path and my future, and also how I look at things in terms of just going forward. You know, one of the biggest things that we always talk about is count your wins, small wins. If you didn't hit your numbers, but you're still in this business, you're still grinding, you're still showing up, that says a lot. You know, you have to show up for you first. One of my favorite songs is Counting Stars by One Republic. I know we always say Cash Money Records. We always say it, but it's not always about the money. You have to remember the experiences, the moments, the times, the matters, because those matter first. Because when you are in alignment and you are in the right place and you know what things are, then you can show up for your business and then things do come with time. As for next year, I mean, I'm breaking it down. What did I do well this year? Where am I at my best? How am I to get from my business to where I want to be? I'm writing it down. It's in front of me. I'm looking at it. I'm saying, okay, what do I need to do to be able to make these things happen? What do I need to study? What do I need to practice? Where are my strengths? What do the goals I want to do in my community? What are the things I want to do for myself? I mean, right now, I'll be 100% honest. I have my kids half the time. I have my kids half the time. I absolutely did it because I realized a lot of different things in my life. I'm not the only one. And it is completely okay. As for this time of year, I love this time of year, although I don't have many places to go, but I'm going to make them. I mean, I have my birthday coming up. I have Thanksgiving, I have Christmas and New Year's. All new traditions, all new opportunities, all new chances to go and do and be, because I'm going to show up for me first so that I can make me happy. And when I learn and know how to make myself happy, then I know how I can step that up, put it towards my kids, put it towards those I love, those I truly appreciate. And then I know 2026 is going to be an amazing year all around for me, everyone I touch, everyone I make a difference in, and especially everyone who I come to meet at the events. So thanks, James. I hope you guys and everyone has an amazing Thanksgiving.
Okay, there's so much there, Telly. I'm so proud of you. I'm pulling up right now a couple things. And what you're referencing is what Jay and Gary wrote about in the one thing, page 114, the 7 circles. And you said you've got to be happy in all these areas of your life. And by the way, if your personal life or your spiritual life isn't great, and your relationship with you isn't great, and your health and wellness and mental health is not great, and then your key relationships aren't great, the business isn't going to be great either. Like the business comes after all of those things. So if we don't have the front end in a good spot, then the rest of it's going to stink. And some of you are working to fix the business without fixing you. Now, we did a session with Jay on this that I just put in the chat, page 114 of the one thing. And I'm putting the link in the chat so you can go watch it. But if you go to jamesdshaw.com, click agent interviews, and just type in Jay Papsam, it'll pop right up. Next, Telly, let me tell you the real reason why we say Cash Money Records in here all the time. Because I graduated from high school in 1996. It is an important phrase in my life. That's why. That's why we do it. Thank you, Telly. I appreciate you. I'm trying to bounce around in here, get some names we haven't heard this week. Natalia Hatfield, good morning.
Morning. So I wanted to touch base on the fact that, so as far as like me, this year I've kind of like lagged and I'm not where I was last year. So I'm definitely short in that sense. But from going to advance, I'm in a different mindset. You know, I was too stuck in the planning portion of it. And even though I'm behind and my downline immediate doesn't look great, I am in a great mindset and I'm in the do at this point in time. And I was raising my hand on the something good, and it made me think earlier this week, my son plays baseball. This season he started and he had a setback. But then this week he's like done amazing. And it's because he's been working so hard. And based on the calls of what we've had, I've just kind of transitioned that and kind of compare the two. He's worked so much on it. And it kind of like spoke to me a lot, kind of like how we work so hard. And if we're in our business and getting better, that will transition over to, you know, getting better. So definitely my mindset is better in that sense.
Your mindset is better, by the way, when you hang out in spaces like this that are focused on keeping our mindset in the right spot. Natalia, I'm proud of you. It was great to see you last week. Latoya, good
It was.
morning. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, Latoya Black.
You will see me tomorrow. I can't wait. So just like Aaron, I had my hand up both days because I'm doing both. This year I've grown. I purchased my first rental. I've increased my listing intake, but I still feel that I'm not making the mark. I'm not hitting the mark. I may not even hit my reset goal in regards to units, but I've surpassed my GCI. So I have to pay attention and focus on what I tell myself. And like Telly said, I have to focus on the small wins, or wins no matter how small. I've decided that I'm going to stay consistent with my physical health. I have to. If anytime I lag and fall off of going to the gym, my soundtrack change, and I don't like the person that it turns me into. So that's the realization that I've gotten out
That
of
is
all
the
of
seven
this.
circles again, Latoya. See, because physical and mental health come before business production, finances comes before all that. The fact that you have the awareness, which by the way, I'm surprised you're not at the gym today. Normally you're on this
I
call,
just
you're at the
left.
gym. Oh, you just got back. Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, that's just your thing. And when you get out of that routine, it can put you a little bit of a funk. So staying tight to that routine is so important, which is something we'll talk about over the next 2 days. Latoya, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Carrie
See you
Bello,
tomorrow.
good morning.
Good morning, James. Thanks for calling on me. I've almost shared this several times, and I almost shared in person, and I was nervous that I was going to be so anxious I was going to start crying in front of 400 people. So I didn't share anything. But next year is first of all, I'm in group 1. But still, next year is going to be a challenging year as we bring my husband into this business. Our son's going to go to kindergarten, and the anxiety that comes around having to pay for health insurance was crippling me, and that was the reason that I was going to cry. And so Monday night after we got done with the session, I went straight to my hotel room and I did my lid, and it just showed me that I've already done enough this year to cover health insurance. And so that tool, I've been putting it off and putting it off, and it really was just a savior. And so thank you for that.
I'm proud of you for doing it, number one. Congratulations for making the leap, number two. Number three, if your business goes backwards a little bit as you transition into a new form of it, that's totally okay too. Because again, you're not defined by the productions. Carrie, I'm proud of you. Tara, whichever it is, Tara Adams, you're up next. Which is it?
Good morning. It's Tara.
Tara, good morning.
Good morning. So for me, last year I had the best production year that I've had since I've been in the business. But a lot of you guys have all done bold. But I got my letter that you write, and in it says my relationships are deep. 1 year later, my relationships are deep and broad. They are loving and growing. I have effective mentors and sponsors. My relationship with TR and AJ are healthy and strong, and our family are thriving. And this year, my goal truly was to focus on relationships. It wasn't units. And so my unit count was actually lower, and my focus was relationships. My relationship with my children, my relationship with my dad was my focus. And I'm proud to say that my relationship with my family is thriving. It is exactly what I focused on. Although business was down, I started the wellness committee. I was on the ALC in my market center, and we focused on wellness emotionally, spiritually, and I had a great year overall, but it was a different year. It wasn't about units. It was about relationships. So yeah, it's a good
It's a
year.
reminder, Tara, that we can grow without seeing our productivity grow. Like we don't have to grow our production every year. It's not doesn't have to be a thing. And there's this push that we're going to grow every year. We don't have to do that. If you
And
meet
it's
with
true.
Go
What you
ahead,
focus
Fran.
on, what you focus on expands. And yeah.
You want to grow your relationships and have better connection with your family and spend more time with them. And if you can do all that and you're willing to take a decrease in production to pull that off and you're happy with that too, then go do it. And this is where some people tell me I'm an idiot, but for the Inspire Collective, I've never had a goal of a number of members. I know of roughly how many we have, but I don't track it. Anna does track it, but I don't go look at the report. I don't know if this month we grew or shrunk. I don't care. I just know that I am going to add value to as many people as I possibly can, and those who want to hang out are going to hang out, and those who don't want to hang out are not going to hang out. But I'm not going to obsess over, we need to have this many by this date, or we stink. And I think it would be, and by the way, my business is good, and I'm happy, and my team is happy, and my family is happy. I don't know that we have to obsess over our production to have a good business and lead a happy life, and Tara just proved it to us. All right, we're out of time. 16 hands we didn't get to. I am so sorry. But guess what? We're back in better than ever tomorrow, and we'll have these conversations again. Tomorrow, it's all about process. We are back into process focus and figuring out the steps and running our plays. And when we do that, we know the result will come. Myrtle Beach, I'll see you in a few minutes as I head over there for our Rise session today. Charlotte, I'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday webinar today at 2 Eastern, everybody. You got your inspiration. Go put in the perspiration. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, James.